Daily Words of God. God's work in the last days requires enormous confidence. It requires confidence even greater than that of Job's. Those who are without confidence will not be able to continue to gain experience and will not be able to be perfected by God. When the day comes that great trials come upon you, some people will leave this church, and some will leave that church. Of those people, there will be some who had been doing quite well in their pursuit in the previous days, and it's not clear why they no longer believe. Many things will happen, and you will not know what is going on, and God will not reveal any signs or wonders, or do anything supernatural. This is to see if you can stand firm. God uses facts to refine people. You have not yet suffered much. In the future, when you encounter great trials, in some places every single person in the church will leave, and those you have gotten along very well with will leave and abandon their faith. Will you be able to stand firm then? Now, the trials you have faced have been minor, and you have probably been barely able to withstand them. This step includes refinements and perfecting through word only. In the next step, the facts will come upon you to refine you, and then you will be in the midst of peril. Once it becomes really serious, God will advise you to hurry up and leave, and religious people will try to rope you in. This is to see if you can continue on the path. These are all trials. The current trials are minor, but the day will come when there are parents in the home who no longer believe, and there are children in the home who no longer believe. Will you be able to continue on? The farther forward you go, the greater your trials will become. God carries out His work of refining people according to their needs and their stature. During the stage of God perfecting mankind, it is not possible that the numbers of people will continue to grow. They will only shrink. It is only through these refinements that people can be perfected. Being dealt with, disciplined, tested, chastised, cursed. Can you withstand all of this? When you see a church with a particularly good situation, the sisters and brothers are all seeking with great energy. You yourself feel encouraged. When the day comes that they have all left, some of them no longer believe. Some have left to do business or get married, and some have joined the religion. Will you be able to stand firm then? Will you be able to remain unaffected within? God's perfection of mankind is not such a simple thing. He utilizes many things to refine people. People see these as methods, but in God's original intention, these aren't methods at all, but facts. In the end, when He has refined people to a certain point, and they no longer have any complaints, this step of His work will be complete. The great work of the Holy Spirit is to perfect you. And when He does not work and hides Himself, it is even more for the purpose of perfecting you. And this way, it can particularly be seen whether you have love for God, and if you have true confidence in Him. When God speaks plainly, there's no need for you to search. It is only when He is concealed that you must search. You must feel your way through. You must be able to fulfill the duty of a creature. And no matter what your future outcome and your destination are, you must be able to pursue knowledge and love of God during the years you are alive. And no matter how God treats you, you cannot complain. There is one condition for the work of the Holy Spirit within people. As long as they long to seek and are not half-hearted or doubtful about God's actions, and they are able to uphold their duty at all times, only this way can they gain the work of the Holy Spirit. In each stage of God's work, what is required of mankind is enormous confidence and seeking in front of God. Only through experience are people able to discover how lovable God is and how the Holy Spirit works in people. If you do not experience, if you do not feel your way through that, if you do not seek, you will gain nothing. You must feel your way through your experiences. And only through your experiences can you see God's actions and recognize His wondrousness and unfathomableness.
Offering a pure virgin and a holy spiritual body. It means keeping a heart of sincerity in front of God. For mankind, being able to be sincere to God is purity. Holy Spirit's work has one term man should seek with all their heart's might. Not be doubtful of God's actions, uphold their duty at all times. This manner is the only way the Holy Spirit's work is gained. Since you're certain this way is true, you must follow it till the end. Maintain your devotion to God. Since you have seen that God Himself has come to earth to perfect you, you should give all your heart to Him. No matter what He does, even if your outcome is bad, you can still always follow Him. This is maintaining purity. In every step of God's work, mankind must have enormous faith, and he should seek in front of God. Only through experience can people find God's loveliness, see how the Holy Spirit works. If you do not experience, if you do not feel your way through this, if you do not seek, you'll gain nothing. For through experience you'll see God's deeds. You will see how wondrous, how unfathomable He is. Since you're certain this way is true, you must follow it till the end. Maintain your devotion to God. Since you have seen that God Himself has come to earth to perfect you, you should give all your heart to Him. No matter what He does, even if your outcome is bad, you can still always follow Him. This is maintaining purity. is like. Seek to know and love God, don't complain. No matter what